This is Nebraska. Well, so is this. And this. But most of our state looks like this. Kevin Keys is one man who lives in these parts. He's a typical rural Nebraskan.
Well, we corn soybean rotation with alfalfa and some grass hay. We run about 100 cows.
Today begins with some spring cleaning on his farm.
It's gotta weigh 400 pounds.
Farming can be labor intensive, but does that mean he's in great shape? It leads to the myth that because they do more physical labor, rural Nebraskans are in better shape than those living in cities. The truth is, urban and rural Nebraskans are obese in equal proportions. Despite that fact, some areas of the state are more at risk for obesity.
There's higher rates actually out in Scottsbluff and Hastings, and actually lower rates in Lincoln and Omaha, but you've got to be careful how you look at it. If you go down and you look into the city itself, you might find different racial ethnic disparities.
So, are rural Nebraskans actually more physically active than urban Nebraskans?
We all sit a lot now because we have a lot of equipment that'll do the physical labor, but we don't have to go to the gym to get our physical activity.
This may be true of the workday for some, but more rural Nebraskans reported no leisure time physical activity. For residents of smaller communities like Springfield, that sedentary lifestyle is easy to perpetuate because most don't have access to workout facilities like this one.
I don't know what the community does as far as promoting good health in Springfield. We have no gyms, there's no community activity center or anything like that.
Diet is another concern for those living in these outlying areas.
Too much junk food. Like now we're going to a local restaurant, so lunch is a fast food thing a lot of times while we're running parts over lunch so that I don't have to take time away from job time. So you go through a fast food restaurant, and breakfast is the local quick shop for a cinnamon roll and a can of pop.
With most of the heavy lifting done by equipment these days, obesity is a problem that likely won't solve itself. It gets compounded by the lack of healthcare providers in rural areas. 15% of rural Nebraskans have no health insurance, but even those who do can find only 61 physicians for every 100,000 residents. For Kevin, this has meant sacrifice.
Well, that was one of the main reasons that my wife went to work, because she went to work for the county, and they have an excellent health insurance program and cost a lot less than it did when we were on our own policy. I guess I haven't had any health issues yet, so I haven't had much to worry about.
For Overweight State, I'm Schriner.